Is your country marked X and ruled by he who must not be named? So you're thinking, where do you go? Well, obviously, you've got the United States of America, the land of milk and honey, technological tilts, luscious landscapes, Hollywood hallmarks, and Rihanna's forehead. Your dream country when you were none the wiser. Until, you realize perception was favored over reality since the CIA infiltrated Hollywood in 1947. America had to look good. With image prioritized in every area, their media made society mirror a pseudo-utopia, and so freedom naturally took the next bold step. Freedom above all else. Where there is freedom, there is acceptance, acceptance, acceptance. And so rights were afforded to any and everyone who but only demanded it in a matter of years. Combined with the advent of social media, boy, did the yearning to project an image multiply infinitely. You realize the consciousness lording over Nigeria is certainly the same over there. For the powers that be amass unimaginable profits maintaining this facade, aided and abetted by the people happily indulging in consumerism, while separating, fighting each other, avoiding Rihanna's forehead, as the government and its military actively strip their individuality away, mutating younger generations into plugged-in caricatures of thinking men. Then you've got Canada, but everybody and their momsy is going there. So why leave Nigeria only to go meet your fellow Nigerians elsewhere when you can just, not do that? That's like leaving prom night because the girls are too immature and instead going to spend the weekend at Leonardo DiCaprio's house. So now you've got South America. Of all their wonderful countries, the most affordably desirable are Paraguay, Peru, and Ecuador. Cheap cost of living. Obtaining a visa is straightforward and inexpensive. You just deposit about $4,500 to a Paraguayan bank and go through standard paperwork and background check. You get given permanent residence, you get your money back. Similar case with Peru. A decent apartment in Lima costs roughly $400 a month, and a lavish Ecuadorian lifestyle can be acquired with a retirement visa. The only catch is Spanish is the official language of South America, so an easy gateway is Spanish porn.
Disculpe, señorita. Por favor, dime que tienes más de 10 años.
Europe has a ton of interesting countries other than the UK, for goodness sake. Nigerians see the UK like she's that hot girl in class you can't take your eyes off. Meanwhile, forgetting there's voluptuous Vanessa, curvy Chioma, or Tass with the ass. I apologize, I had a complicated childhood. Moving on, you have Barcelona's Hogwarts, France's tall transformer, Rome's uncompleted building. The average Singaporean employee earns $386 monthly. Or South Africa, the cheapest English-speaking country in the world, where you can live comfortably for $350 a month. It does not matter where you go, however. One irrevocable fact is you are always going to be a second-class citizen, and that matters. Being a second-class citizen does not get talked about enough. Say you japad via a green card. You marry this London batty for citizenship with the hope that after finding that decent job to stand on your 2 feet, you can make the family work. But you disregard that your livelihood could be taken away if Thotiana here says the wrong thing to the authorities. Worse if you're a Chelsea fan. Studies show that you're more likely to be miserable if you rep Stamford Bridge. Probably. She's got you by the balls. Or even if you're in legitimately, you still work twice as hard as foreign counterparts to be respected and appreciated. Because our human brain tends to undervalue or even fear outsiders, and you likely get significantly limited socio-economical opportunities. But can we just take a moment to appreciate the rose? Ah, look at that. Subjectively the most beautiful flower in the world, the Darcy rose grows on sturdy, fertile home soil where it retains its purity. Now the rose can be cross-pollinated to foreign soil where it can diversify and adorn colorful varieties, but its authenticity is preserved by its own earth. Similarly, the man is at his peak where he draws nutrients from the land he's birthed from. He can and should venture to sharpen swords with the versatilities of the world around him, assimilate foreign culture and cuisine, but ultimately return with the zest for soul searching. Matter of fact, I would say that with the technological rise, if we follow the path of outsiders, we are fucked. AI stands no chance with NI. Artificial intelligence only dabbles with the intellect, so is, by design, never creative. Think tanks and calculations are where its jurisdiction ends. Our forefathers, however, flirted with nature's omnipresent magic, stuff now strategically ridiculed as voodoo. The ability to project one's soul astrally while the body sleeps, the ancient tradition of summoning rainfall at will. Or how about when you can place a hex on your partner that if you catch him cheating, his genitals get stuck to whomever they are fucking until they bleed out. Okay, that last one might not be the most dignified example. If you love Nigeria as much as you claim, you would not abandon it when it doesn't favor you. By all means, emigrate for the sake of your own sanity. That is completely okay. It is not okay to judge from your moral high ground because we are all implicit in our society. If you haven't lost hope, understand that life throws adversities your way all the time, yet you deal with it. Luckily for you, you have millions and millions of others you share this discomfort with, making it easier to fight. But that's incredibly fucking hard to do when it seems like your fellow countrymen are working against you. So what do? The last remaining pure action left in Nigeria, untouched by greed, envy, or lust. The final forefront of survival. Motherly love. It's unconditional. It knows not what you can get from another, but cares solely about his or her benefit. It's patient. Ultimately, it is void of the very thing killing the world, from the United States to the local villager, which is ego. You drop that fucking ego. When you do, you naturally become engulfed with a want to serve, to truly be alive, to teach your neighbor who is none the wiser, cater to your community, learn about your roots and develop the proper way, joyfully.